Commander?
Yeah?
We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Good, keep it that way.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
What kind?
Take us down, Joker. Lock in on the coordinates.
Negative on that, Commander. The nearest landing zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone!
There is no other landing zone!
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option, it's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker?
Joker?
I can do it.
Gear up and head down to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
You two, keep moving inside now.
We have to get inside this bunker before Saren finds the conduit. There's no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We'll have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Alright, well then that's what we do. Let's, weapons hot,
Finally,
just in
some
case.
action.
What do you mean, finally? You've been hanging out with Rex for far too long, Garrus Vicarian. Finally, some action. I take you everywhere. Alright, let's get this done. Let's find where we need to go. I want this place online now. No way am I gonna let Saren win this one. Not after everything we've done. Oh no, sneaky boys! What is this? Hold on, we gotta come back and talk about this when we're done. Hold on, I know, Fate of the Galaxy, all that other stuff, but what are those statues? Alright, so we're looking for another door, right? Door, something, panel. Did the Protheans work that way, or whoever came before the Protheans? Because, well, some of this does look Prothean. Other bits of it are unrecognizable. Or at least what we've come to think of as Prothean, like the beacon. Because I kind of feel like it's all a similar aesthetic, but maybe not. I don't know. What is Ilos? What was this place? Why did it have lockdown functions like this? And what even is the conduit? Thank you. I really... Like, what are they? They're just... Or are these Protheans? Maybe those are the... Oh, what if those are the Protheans? Are you trying to tell me that the Protheans were octopus people? Is that what I'm trying to say right now? I mean, they very well could have been, I guess. I mean, maybe this isn't at all the people that came before the Protheans. Maybe that's statues of the Protheans. That would be something, huh? This whole time we were learning about the Protheans only to find out that they were octopus people. Can I go in here? No. Okay. Cool. That elevator looks like it goes somewhere very important, though. Considering it's the only elevator I've seen around this whole place. Wait, is that a console? Does that open something up? Is that my ship down there? That console does not open anything up. Oh, come on! Guys, there are so many of them. Oh, no, down here? We've got to be in the right area, right? Careful. Big guy. You. And then him. Down. Oh, I gotta get him. Okay, destroyer's down. Alright, I think all the Geth are down. So there's this.
Contacts.
Thank you. So there's this panel that goes nowhere. What about under here? Oh, hey, that's green. Maybe this is what Saren used? These elevators are weird. They're diagonal? Or moving diagonally too? Okay, awesome. This is weird. So now what? We're just up top? Wait, really? That's all this was just a joyride up here? That's ridiculous. Really? All right. Well, back down the elevator we go then.
This place still has power. Must be running off its own generator.
It has to be, right?
I bet this is the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside.
That would make a lot of sense.
We'll have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
Then let's do that. This looks like we're heading the right way.
Finally, some action!
You too? How much have you been hanging out with Rex, Tally?
Perimeter clear.
Thank you. All right. So there's that down there, but I want to get up there. Let's see, maybe there's something behind here? Aha! Look at that. Not so much stairs as ramps. Maybe the Protheans were octopus people, so they didn't really use stairs, but ramps, because it was easier with their octopus-like features. I don't know, it's weird. This is the only panel I can touch, I think, so let's touch it.
Come on. Saren's already got a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Agreed.
Unless he's already found it, then we're just walking into a trap.
That's a chance we'll have to take.
Also agreed.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like some kind of message, but I don't recognize the language.
It's probably in Prothean. This recording must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we can't understand it.
You guys can't understand it? Really? It's a warning.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Incredible! The cipher must have transferred an understanding of the Prothean language into your mind.
Had to have.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Yeah.
Fought Reapers. The Citadel. Overwhelmed. Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
I'm only getting small bits, but all I can say is whenever this was recorded, things were going awful. Like this was either the beginning of the end or this was truly the end.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help. We should go.
Cannot be stopped. Cannot be stopped.
It just keeps repeating, cannot be stopped. Like what, the Reapers? The Reapers cannot be stopped or something else? It mentioned the conduit. It mentioned the Citadel. There's something about an only hope, and that was really about it, but I don't know. Alright, there's this. I wonder if this is the elevator that Saren ended up taking to get back upstairs. It would make sense though, right? To get to your kind of main hub, you'd have something right under the system mainframe. I think this is the elevator that I thought was really important, but I couldn't get into. Turns out it was actually really important, and there was a reason I couldn't get into it. Am I going the right way? Guys, I'm gonna need somebody to just help me with directions, because there's really no map. I think this is the way to my Mako. Alright, let's take her for a joyride, shall we? I like taking the Mako to nice places. This definitely constitutes as an interesting place, if not nice. What is this?
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. They must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just haven't run into it yet.
Positive thoughts, Tally. Many, many positive thoughts. What even is this place, though? I mean, what are these things sticking out of the wall? Why are some of them sticking out and other doors closed? Weird. I wish we had time to study this place. Maybe we can come back after. Let Liara have a field. Can you imagine if we just let Liara have a field day here? She would be so happy. All right, make note to self. When this is all over, we've saved the galaxy and we're big heroes. We're gonna bring Liara here.
What are all those things on the wall?
I don't know. That's what I was asking about.
Containers?
Something.
They look like stasis pods.
You think?
The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong, though.
Something had to have gone wrong, Tally. Something very, very scary. Do you think any of these pods are still online? I doubt it, but what if? What if we could talk to one of the Protheans? Wouldn't that be something? Then Liara would really have a field day. But yeah, no, I definitely think we need to bring Liara here at some point. What is that up ahead? Do you guys see that? I can't go any further.
What's happening?
I don't know.
It's a trap. Sarah must have set an ambush.
You think?
I don't think Saren's behind this.
There's a door. It's probably a really dumb idea. But we're gonna go in the door. Because you know what? What else are we gonna do? Just sit here and rot? No thank you! See where this elevator goes, huh?
If this were simply an automated trap, Saren would have triggered it. What do you think this is?
Whatever
I don't know.
it is, we should be careful.
Agreed. But you know what? No risk, no reward, right? At least that's what I keep reminding myself. Okay. Interesting.
You are not Prothean.
No.
But you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
Yeah, it really is.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you.
Good sign.
Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Wait a minute. How come I can understand you? Why aren't you speaking the Prothean language?
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
What are you?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence program?
I am an advanced non-organic analysis system, with personality imprints from Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
What do you want from us? Or are you here to give us information and help us? Or stop us? What?
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government.
It is.
As it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay. One that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
How can the Citadel be a relay? Wait, how? What?
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station's most basic functions. They enable any species that discovers the Citadel to use it without fully understanding the technology. Reliance on the Keepers ensures no other species will ever discover the Citadel's true nature. Not until the relay is activated and the Reapers invade.
That makes so much sense. We had the Keepers from the beginning, so when the Asari, came to the Citadel, They didn't need to do anything. The Keepers were there maintaining it. They didn't need to understand how the Citadel worked. They just needed to use it. I have a question, though. Is there any chance of indoctrination by just being on the Citadel for too long? Is that something that can happen, or was it... I assume you never had time to study it, considering everything that happened, but that makes so much sense. The only reason we don't understand the Citadel is because the Reapers made sure we had every tool to stay asleep to whatever it had to offer outside of its basic necessities.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to believe the Reapers enter prolonged states of inactivity to conserve energy. This allows them to survive the thousands and thousands of years it takes for organic civilization to rebuild itself. But in this state, they are vulnerable. By retreating beyond the edges of the galaxy, they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel relay is activated.
I mean, it's perfect, isn't it? They keep their existence completely hidden, so if anybody stumbles across information on the Reapers or anything like that, they can't do anything about it because they just look crazy. Because nobody thinks that the Reapers actually exist, and it's too insane to think about, right? This huge race of machine, whatever they are, comes out every so many thousands of years and wipes out a civilization and then retreats back into dark space and waits for it to happen again. Who would believe that? It's beyond most people's comprehension to even think something like that would be more than a bedtime story or a nightmare. Saren's gonna activate the Citadel, isn't he?
If he turns on the relay, the Reapers can wipe out the Council and the Citadel fleet in one fell swoop.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
All of you? Is there nobody left?
Some of you must have managed to survive.
Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us. Their fleets advanced across every settled region of the galaxy. Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines. Within a few centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy. They were relentless, brutal, and absolutely thorough.
Why did they leave in the end, then?
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through the Citadel relay into dark space, sealing it behind them. All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
That's awful. That is so awful, and Saren would sign everybody up to a world of that. But then again, I don't think Saren's in control anymore. Do you know why they do this? What the purpose of this is?
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The Reapers are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
I would argue with you, though, that the only way I can stop them is if I understand them. And if I don't understand them, I don't know what their weakest point is. I need to know everything I can about them in order to make sure that A, I stop this, and B, it never, ever happens again. How can I stop them?
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay network.
Conduit's not a weapon. It's a backdoor onto the Citadel.
They didn't find you, though? That doesn't make sense.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process. Years passed, decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my energy reserves were dwindling.
So what did you do next?
How did you survive?
I began to disable the life support of non-essential personnel. First support staff, then security. One by one, their pods were shut down to conserve energy. Eventually, only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained active. Even these were in danger of failing when the Reapers finally retreated back through the Citadel relay.
There were hundreds of stasis pods out there. You just shut them down? You killed them?
It was an unfortunate necessity. There was no other way. I mean, we came close to losing all the scientists. That was an extremely difficult call to make.
He couldn't let everyone die. Better to sacrifice some so others could live.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen. My actions were a result of contingency programming entered on my creation.
That would make sense.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this contingency.
They never do.
I saved key personnel. When the Reapers retreated, the top researchers were still alive. My actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable population. Yet they vowed to find some way to stop the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
The Keepers? Wait, how are the Keepers the key?
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers ignored it. The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
That makes sense. So now the only way that the Reapers can come back and use the Citadel currently is if Saren succeeds and opens it up manually, right?
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Correct. And once inside, he can transfer control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Not this time. We're not going to let that happen.
I'll take Sovereign down. Somehow.
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
Through the conduit, follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
What happened to the Prothean scientists in the end?
What happened to the survivors from the Conduit project?
They used the conduit to gain access to the Citadel, but the conduit is only a prototype. The portal only links in one direction, so they were trapped on the station. I do not know what became of them then. It is unlikely they found any food or water on the station. I fear they suffered a slow, grim death. I only know they succeeded in their mission to seal the relay. Your presence here proves their sacrifice was not in vain.
What about the beacons? I interacted with them.
What about the beacon on Eden Prime? And the one on Vermeer? What were they for?
At our apex, the beacons spanned the breadth of our empire. We used them as a single galaxy-wide network to transmit data and communications rapidly from world to world. Virtually all the beacons were destroyed during the invasion, but once the Reapers were gone, the survivors here on Ilos decided to risk sending out a message. We knew it was unlikely there were other survivors, but if there were, we wanted them to know about Ilos. We wanted to give them hope, so a message was sent across the network.
That was quite the risk.
You could have exposed yourself to the Reapers.
In truth, we didn't expect any of the beacons would still function, but we had to try. If there were survivors, we had to reach them. The message was meant for our own people. It was coded so only organic beings could interpret it. We still didn't understand the power of Reaper indoctrination. We never realized it could lead an agent of the machines, like Saren, to this world. But it has also led you here. So perhaps we did not fail after all.
No, I don't think you failed at all. Do you know anything about Sovereign?
If the Reapers are trapped in dark space, how did Sovereign get here?
It is logical to assume the Reapers would leave one of their own behind after each extinction. A sentinel to pave the way for their inevitable return. Like those in dark space, Sovereign probably spent most of the last 50,000 years in a state of hibernation. Periodically, it would wake to analyze the situation. Keeping its existence hidden, it would evaluate the state of galactic civilization. And when the time was right, it would signal the Citadel and usher in the next Reaper invasion. But this time the signal failed. The Keepers did not respond. Sovereign's allies were trapped in the void. Alone, it was forced to try and discover what had gone wrong.
They could just attack though, couldn't they?
Sovereign's the largest ship in the galaxy. Why all this secret? Why not just attack the Citadel?
Sovereign is not invincible. Revealing its true nature would have united the forces of every organic species against it. Even a Reaper couldn't survive such odds. But the Reapers are patient. They will not rush into the unknown. Sovereign could have been planning this for centuries, moving deliberately, gathering allies. Slowly, it has assembled the pieces of the puzzle, working through agents to keep itself hidden. Saren is the most visible pawn of the Reapers, but I doubt he was the first. Now Sovereign has grown bold. Whether from confidence or desperation, I cannot say. But it is determined to reopen the portal to dark space.
And now I wonder if the Rachni War makes a little bit more sense. The way that the Queen was talking about the memories and everything like that, it's just something interrupted the song and everything. What if some of the species weren't evolving fast enough? What if the Krogan weren't evolving fast enough for the Reaper's liking, for Sovereign's liking? And what if Sovereign intervened and nudged to speed up everything? Huh. If they've controlled evolution for millions and millions of years, it would stand to reason that some of these past wars and some advancements in technology were, I mean, the advancement in technology, surely, but possibly some of these wars were never our own making. They were theirs. Did the humans even discover the Mars archives on their own, or were we taking too long? Did Saren, or Sovereign rather, nudge somebody and push us in that direction? So many questions now. Listen, Vigil, thank you for the information, but we've definitely got to go.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet.
Okay.
There is still hope if you hurry.
Thank you. Seriously, Vigil. Thank you. All right, let's go.